we're in a cultural revolution, if you will, right now that's taking place when it comes to attacking those things. And one of the tools that's being used is to divide us. So I want to read something to you that comes from our heritage and consider it in today's world. And when you look at the word people, just think of humanity, because that's what the word meant more then than it does now, but just in general, humanity, especially in the sense that the word's being used. And I know you'll recognize the famous speech by Abraham Lincoln. And I think this is why history is so important, because we repeat it so often. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth unto this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield, a battlefield of war that we have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those that have given their lives that that nation might live. It's altogether fitting and it's proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we do not dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add to or detract from. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here today, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. May we not forget our history. It is rather for us to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have lived in vain. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. And that government of the people and by the people and for the people shall not perish from this earth. God, so be it.